Hello, hello, sweet bees. I hope everybody is doing fantastic. It's Friday. We made it. First, I would like to apologize. I haven't been, the past couple of days, I didn't give a daily reading. Tired, busy, having to go to work, things like that. So, apologies. But honestly, the energies have been so, I want to say the same, that I'm sure it was not a big miss. So today we are November 3rd, and please note that if you are listening, you're probably not going to be, some of you may listen to this today, but you will very well be listening to these messages on some other days. So that's fine. Just know that the messages are timeless. So whenever you hear it or start listening to it, it doesn't matter. The when doesn't matter. Whoa, I'm having a hard time. I would like to wish a happy birthday to the little bees and, not little bees, to anyone born between November the 3rd and the 7th. The name of your guardian angel is Séhaliah. And this guardian angel is authentically solar. It purifies, vitalizes everything. It provides health and long life to all the ones who are under their protection. So, dear Crystal and Deborah and all the friends born between this time, the 3rd and the 7th of November, we are going to have you with us for a very long time, apparently. If the person is born in a poor house, they will be wealthy. If they are sick, Séhaliah will help heal immediately. It is necessary to praise this angel who by his strength will give health to sick people, fecundity, when you can have children, to all the sterols. The marginalized, degraded people, humiliated people will be elevated, highly placed, and great hope will shine in those hearts. Wow. The traditional text names these guardians the engine of the universe, and that is true. Without the solar heat, nothing would be able to manifest. The protégés of this guardian will have the possibility will be able to realize, manifest all the interior impulsions, all the project will have the possibility to flower and become. At the same time, this person will be able to stimulate the people around them. They are like alarms, like morning alarms, to wake them up and to wake up the enthusiastic people that have been asleep. That is awesome energies, very pretty stories, and happy birthday to my dear friends. I love this. I can see you in this. Okay, so very sweet to read about this angel. And so today is Friday. So I found a spread that will not apply to everyone. As usual, you have to take what resonates, but it can apply to some because it is manifesting a soulmate. A soulmate is not necessarily a person of the other sex or a romantic person, but because it's Friday, I would like to read it this way. You can apply it to you. It's possible that some of you are very happy in your romantic life, in your married life, in your house life, and feel like you do not need a soulmate, or that you could be using a soulmate, but in a different way, like a wonderful sister, from another mother, or brother from another mother, or pet, or things like that. So apply it to however you will, but I will do the reading as if we're looking for a soulmate, for someone who wants to have a romantic soulmate, okay? Because it is Friday, and Friday is a day of Venus, and we can do it is said a clear love reading. Okay, so I feel that I'm still dealing with the fatigue, so hopefully I'll be able to go through this, because that's a pretty long reading. So let's start with finding out which angel is with us to guide this reading. S'il vous plaît, nos anges, nos guides. By the way, I'm going to use a spread that I found that was posted by the Emerald Lotus Divination, and it's how to apply it. It's part of how to apply the law of attraction with the use of the tarot. Okay, so if some of you, wow, we have the Archangel Michael, number 1. Talking about clarity, I was talking about clear messages, truth, and protection. So, I love this. And with the sword, okay, so we know that the Archangel Michael, you know, defeated all evil with his sword. Funny that there is a tattoo on his arm I had not noticed before. I thought it was a snake, but it's kind of looking more like a octopus leg, hand part. What else does he have here? Quiz something. I can't. Let's see if it says what the tattoo is. Number one. The Archangel Michael, or Saint Michael, is one of the most well-known and revered angels. His name means he who is like God, and he is mentioned in the religious text of the Christian, Jewish, and Islamic faiths. He is referred to as a warrior, leader, and great captain. Archangel Michael is a powerful protector, and he is the one to call on whenever you need to feel safe, protected, or want to muster up some courage. The oracle is you are stronger than you know and have reserves of strengths you have not accessed yet. Whatever is going on in your life, you got this. In the case of love and relationship, have the courage to put yourself out there with the people you love. Walk away from people who do not have your best interest at heart. I love this because for a lot of you that are listening to this message, manifesting a soulmate, is because most likely you have been hurt, you're all alone, you're suffering, you're looking for someone, you feel lonely. And this tells you that you are protected, that you are finding the truth, that you will have clarity in the situation. But I love how it tells you to have faith in what's coming and to let go of the negative or the toxicity. I don't think we could get a better message for this reading. And I like the number 1 also telling me that this is about to start a new story. Okay, with the I was going to tell you with the truth, with the sword, but something I read about the Ace of Swords today, so obviously it's making me think of that, is I always thought or read or remembered of the aces as a opportunity that the universe is handing us, because most of the aces is like you have a hand handing you the element, whether it's sword or wand or coin or whatnot. But in the Ace of Sword, I read that this was being fixated on an idea, and that's not something coming from the universe but coming from your mind, which I will definitely put a note in my head about, because the Suite of Sword is about the mental, is about our ideas and our mind. So there is something pretty interesting about this message and the sword, and the fact that I read about the Ace of Sword today, and with it being upside down, I feel like for some of you, your mind is what's kept you from manifesting this. Maybe because you are stuck on thinking that you're in love with someone, or thinking that this person was your best friend, or thinking that this person was the love of your life, or that this is what your mind's telling you. With the Archangel Michael here coming as a guide and as the energy throughout this reading, I mean, not only the power of the Archangel, but I feel like you are reminded that you're protected by the universe, that maybe the universe put you in a position that you feel that you're hurting, but that's because the universe removed you from a toxic situation, and you're finally ready to see this clearly. You're finally ready to see the truth about the situation and about yourself. Love it. Merci, Michael. Thank you for jumping up like that. And look at with the number 33 with Arthur talking. She's celebrating, regenerating gratitude. So I was just saying thank you. I feel like maybe some of you should be thanking the universe and the divine for, I mean, you should always thank you, always be grateful anyways. But, sorry, taking some water. That was quite a strong start here, s'il vous plaît. Nos anges, nos guides. Can I just get nos anges, nos guides d'amour message, energy message for this manifesting a soulmate. Oh, that was okay. Walking away again. So that really, to me, confirms what the oracle for the love and relationship message from the Archangel Michael here was about you walking away. Look at how she's walking away towards the light, and how nice and ready she is. She has like the wind. What I would like to tell you here based on this oracle card is, don't look back. See, on this picture, she's walking away. I was going to say with like an assured step. She's turning her head back. So turn your head back to say goodbye. But I like that some force, the universe, I like, you walking away towards the light, like walk away. You being reminded to walk away. I like this. Walk away from the toxic. And look at, again, the Archangel Uriel that keeps coming at the bottom of the deck lately. So this is again protection. Let me tell you exactly, because even though I pray it every time before reading, for some reason these words I don't remember them all. So the Archangel Michael, we're asking for protection and love, which, thank you, I'm so grateful he brought it here today. Uriel, asking guidance and praying to him for spirituality, him or her, because there is something very androgynous about this picture. For spirituality and light. And funny, I was listening to something about light today. Actually, I did not finish listening to the message. It's like there is Pandora's box in here in his hand, or her hand. But definite light and growth and just gratitude for all of this. The crown chakra is telling us about compassion and seeing yourself, allowing things to come to you, allowing love and peace and spiritual growth to come to you. Really cool messages already. Okay, I'm going to use the United States of Tarot again. Still, I will stop it soon. I received some cards I cannot wait to use with you guys. I want to wait like another week before getting into the Christmas spirit. I'm going to start early because I want to have the opportunity to use those cards. They are so cute. Ok, s'il vous plaît, nos anges, nos guides. Message. Manifesting a soulmate for our little bees here, s'il vous plaît. I have tried to mix the cards a little differently, but I'm always afraid of breaking them. So that's how they're getting mixed. I'm going to pick 2 cards on this first one. We'll see. Well, we'll see what we get out of this, but you know what's interesting? I don't see any jumpers on this one. Allez, la coupe, that's it. So, reading for manifesting a soulmate. These cards are so... like, they are interesting. They're like thin and they seem cool to mix, but they're not very slippery. So, okay, so... this card is going to represent a soulmate that you can manifest into your life. So let's see what kind of soulmate you can manifest into your life. S'il vous plaît, for a little bit. What kind of soul? Oh, wow. I was going to pick one from the music oracle, but look at what you can manifest. What kind of soulmate you can manifest into your life. Can you see this? Can you see this? This is quite the cool soulmate to manifest. Not only okay, so the kings are represented by past presidents in this deck. I mean, President Barack Obama is quite the hottie. Okay, you know, he is one to me, one of the most handsomest presidents we had. He has an amazing sense of humor. He has a lot of charisma. He's a very attractive, I already said that, but a human being. He seems to be a loving father. He has a beautiful family. He's a king of swords in this deck. And I mean, let me remind you here, we were talking about the sword. So to me, that talks about somebody who speaks the truth, somebody who is direct, somebody who's not afraid of saying what he feels, and more like what he thinks. Okay, so there is no hidden things with this person. We have the I forget the name of this flower, but the Hawaiian flower. You know, given his Hawaiian heritage. Because there is an island part, could it be that the soulmate that you can manifest in your life is someone who is from some island? I mean, just know that there is many islands in the world, not just Hawaii. You can you know, think Caribbeans. You can think the islands in the middle of you have Maltese, you have the Seychelles Islands, you have Mauritius Island, you have New Zealand. I mean, I'm thinking like small countries or yeah, small countries with a body of water around them. Okay, so I mean, you could even think, let's say, like there is a city in France that's called Mont Saint-Michel. It is French, but it is in the water, and it's so, and you can go to it when there is a tide. Or so, you know, I would think that would be something that can be used as well. Or like, I know there is a similar town in on the coast of Washington state that's on an island. So think like that, like, you know, apply it to your situation, like that type of person. What else could we say about this person? There is a butterfly next to it, so to me that goes again with that number 1 of the Archangel Michael, and like definitely somebody that hasn't been in your life yet, or that you didn't necessarily think could be your soulmate. What else do we have here? I keep looking at the chair borders, and it makes me think of parchment, of old paper. So think about maybe someone who has a very old family. I mean, we all have ancestors, but maybe somebody who has an old last name, or old home, or old history, or knows histories through past generation. Maybe, even if he doesn't have an old last name, he will know, like, from the past 3, 4, 5 generation, even if they move, like, for example, my parents were born in Algeria. After the war in the 60s, they were they had to go back. I mean, they had to go back. They had to go to France because Algeria got the independence, wanted to have the independence, and sent the French people back and or away. And then I came from France to the United States. So right there, it's not like I have a whole American history, but I can go back to my grandparents and even their parents, and I may even be able to go to their parents' in some instances. So I'm able to go far back in where I come from in any case. So that's what I feel out of, like, with this parchment looking part of the chair here. So I mean, there is goodness, there is kindness, there is pride, which is interesting because both of them don't necessarily go together, but there is confidence and beauty in this person on this chair right there. So I was going to pick a music oracle to get an idea of the physical description of the person, but I think we got it right here. If you're, I also want to think that if you are fair looking, think about someone who has a darker skin tone, and if you are the darker skin tone, think of someone who may be fairer or different, has a different nationality than you. That just came to me because Barack Obama was the first black president, so there is something very unique about him. So think of someone who is unique looking compared to you, if that makes any sense. Okay, and when you are manifesting your soulmate, that is beautiful. And I just noticed also the ocean in the background. There is something, very islandish about this card. Okay, very nice. Here's your soulmate. I don't want to hide Mother Mary, but so let me do this right here. Can we see her? Yes. I want to put your soulmate over here because it's cool. Okay. How can you vibrate? How can you vibrationally attract this person in your life? So you have to think magnet, because we're talking about the law of attraction, okay? So how can you vibrationally attract this person in your life? How can you vibrationally attract this person in your life, s'il vous plaît? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Be the sun. I mean, you can hardly... if you've been having a hard time, if you've been hurting, if you've been grieving, things like that, you are asked, and this, look how beautiful. You know what? I have to admit, when I first was working on studying this deck, I felt so much anger and so much disappointment, and that it was coming from true hurt. But just the reading that I did a couple of days ago with it, and just picking these two cards, I'm just like, wow, I'm so excited and giddy with them. So I'm excited about that. This way, this is the second time also that I'm I'm disappointed with the deck, and then I'm using it, and it's like, whoa, okay. So, I mean, the card speaks for itself, the way you can vibrationally attract this person in your life. One, trust in the universe. But two, radiate. Let your inner child come out. Be yourself, but be your true self. The way to vibrationally attract your soulmate in your life. And I mean, it makes sense. How do you expect your soulmate to recognize you if you do not show who you truly are? There is a lot of truth and light coming out in this, with the swords here and with them walking away. If you walk away from darkness, where can you go? Only to light. There is just joy, happiness. We have the American flag here because this is the United States of Tarot. I don't think it reflects anything except the wind, you know, like because the wind in the hair, but like a 4th of July, you know, you're having a good time and celebrating and you know, by the water. And look at how we had the ocean with the King of Swords here, and how it feels like this is a child. She is running. Or it looks like she's running, but maybe she's just walking, but she's having fun by the water. So with the water, I'm thinking emotion, I'm thinking sexuality, and I'm thinking here with the child. It's funny because there is a child and sexuality, but water relates to that, not just emotions. So it really feels like you are called to be true to yourself, to deep in that joy, that child-filled joy, that if you suffered as a child, or if you had any trauma when you were a child, just try to remember what it is as a child that would make you happy. Try to find that happiness and that simplicity of a child, and that joy. You know, I'm hearing a baby laugh right now. So, and that could be why there was that growth, like growing, that spiritual growth that you are asked about. I mean, if you've been hurting, this is a difficult one, but this is something amazing to be called to vibrate. So beautiful, beautiful. I mean, look how bright that sun is. Just vibrate what makes you so happy like that. Okay, and that's how your soulmate is going to be able to find you. Just be what makes you happy. This is exciting and truly beautiful. Number 3, a way that you can be more open to receive this person. What is a way that you can be more open to receive this person, s'il vous plaît? Hey, look at that. Okay, so the Fool in this deck is really described like a fool. Okay, but I was just telling you with the Sun to trust the universe. To me, this is exactly what the Fool is. So the way that you can be more open to receive this person is by just trusting the universe and just allowing yourself to start a new story. I'm going to be right back. I have to show you what, and I wanted to keep it as a surprise, but how this is truly awing me in a way, with it being the Fool. That is a way to be more open to receive this person, and how it connects so much with this one. I have to go show you it. Just also notice how the world is Alaska, but the Sun is a number 20, in the Major Arcana, and the Fool is the number 0, but also the first one. So we're talking like a beginning and end of the Major Arcana. I will be right back. I have to show you something. So I did not have this deck with me yet because I just received it today and I have not blessed it. But I cannot wait to use it for one. But look at the Fool in this deck. The Fool in this deck is called the Child. So look at how we are telling you in order to how you can vibrationally attract the person in your life is by having the simplicity and joy of a child. And we're telling you the way to attract him, the way to be more open to receive this person in your life is to have the energy of a child with the Fool. I'm blown away here. I am truly blown away, excited. I cannot wait to use this deck too. My goodness. Okay, so let me put that back. I had to share because this is amazing how these two cards connect and how we're just asking you to have faith like a child would have. Most children, when they are presented with God, with Santa Claus, with the Tooth Fairy, all of this, like you have that hope and that joy and that excitement and that trust, and that's the way that you can be more open to receive this person in your life. What do you have to lose by having these energies and manifesting this person in your life? What do you have to lose by just looking for joy and happiness and your inner child and having faith? I mean, if you've been hurting, or if you've been feeling alone, or if you've been feeling like you've been waiting and maybe you have that feeling of undeserving, what child feels like they don't deserve? Every child is deserving of love, feeling of love, demanding love, wanting unconditional love. That's what you need. That's what you need as a child. So that's where the guides want you to be, remembering the beauty of being a child, the love that children are capable of and deserving of. So just let that happen to you. I mean, look at him. He's like so not paying attention. He's about to fall, but that's because he's a fool, and like it's really described as a fool on this deck. But I feel like this is this energy of trust in the universe and childlike. Because as I'm seeing, looking at this, I just right away sort of the Fool of the other deck. Anyways, you got the meaning, you got the message, I hope. Oops, 3 is supposed to be here, right next to it. Number 4, something about this person that you are not expecting. What is the something about that person that you are not expecting, s'il vous plaît? After all the beautiful stuff we talked about. The 2 of Wands, okay, this is very nice. The 2 of Wands is someone who's waiting. Okay, so what you are not expecting about that person is that she's also waiting for you. This is very touching. With the 2 of Wands, there is that they are waiting for you, but also expecting you. And let's see, and that they not only have charisma, but they have brain. I think this is Nicola. Let me see who they are supposed to be describing on this one. I don't want to speak without being very sure. Where's the wand, s'il vous plaît? Here it is. So the 2 of Wands. I feel like we're talking about I wonder if it's Nikola Tesla or something like that. With maybe I'm wrong. 2 of Wands. No, this was not. The card shows that you are in early stages of a new project or beginning a new journey in life. There is a strong possibility of developing a partnership, and the excitement and collaboration will go a long way. The negative side of the card would indicate a lack of specific planning and issue, blah, blah, blah. We're not looking for the negative card. The card is based on the Wright brothers, Wilbur and Orville. These dynamic trailblazers started their journey in aviation and built the first fully practical airplane, launched in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina in 1903. The brothers are portrayed in front of the new plane. So what you may not know, what you are not expecting about this person is maybe that they are very capable with their hands, very manual. They may have a brother that they're very close to. They may have a business that they're developing with their brother. You're obviously dealing with a person that's flipping smart. Okay, I don't know how else to do it. Like, you may be very surprised every day at what this person is capable of doing, what this person may have made even. I mean, you may be manifesting someone, but who is coming out of that manifestation is somebody that will blow your mind with what they have achieved and what they are still trying to achieve, because it feels like they've done some way, but they are still about to build something phenomenal. And I want to add to that that we don't necessarily, like this, in the case of these guys, like we're talking about guys that build a plane, and something phenomenal may not be something as big as a plane. And the reason why I was thinking about that is because of I had the hives that came to mind, like the word bee, how I say how I feel. And the reason why I talk about hive and bees is how every single bee in the hive has a job to do. Every single bee is important. Every single bee has a duty, and they how they communicate, what they're capable of making. So that's what I mean by something that will blow your mind. And I kind of lost what I was trying to say. This dynamic trailblazer starting the journey in aviation and built the first fully practical airplane. So this is big, okay? But because you are not expecting this will be big to you, okay? As big as someone building the first fully practical airplane. I'm thinking the message went through. Apologies, I needed a sip. Okay, number 5. How will you meet this person? So how are you going to meet this person? Okay, with the Ace of Wands, we see one is an opportunity, okay? I was just saying how the aces reflect an opportunity. But it looks like this opportunity is for a big event. You are going to meet this person. Maybe you will not even want to go, okay? I mean, but an event as big as a launch of a shuttle is not something that happens every day. And it's something that attracts a lot of people and that excites a lot of people. So, when you start going through manifesting this soulmate, and you may very well have already started this and just getting more information today, and you are invited to an event of sorts that you really don't feel like going to, I urge you to go, because this is where you are supposed to be meeting this person. And s'il vous plaît, please, my little bees, this is a kind of reading with a kind of detail that I would so love it. I would so appreciate it. I would be so grateful if you took the time to come back and witness about it and tell us about it, because I don't make the same readings all the time, so hopefully the title will help you find the video again. Hopefully you'll be able to remember and think of me. I really would like to be validated on this kind of details, because tonight the reading to me feels very specific and has a lot of details. So please do let me know. Okay, do let us know, because I won't be the only one reading it. So, meet this person at an event that is something that is exciting. You know, it could just be something big in your town, or something big in your company, and you don't necessarily want to go. I know that big events myself, I'm not always, you know, excited to go. I'm not a big crowd lover, but big event, go. What I will think about them upon meeting them. So what will you think about your soulmate when you are going to meet them, s'il vous plaît? What will our little bee think upon meeting this person they've been manifesting, this soulmate? Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is someone who is overwhelmed, someone who's been doing a lot, someone who's very busy. This Nine of Wands, I believe is, I can't remember his name right now. I see the soldier that he was. He can't move his arms. I have to cheat. Maybe I want to make sure I'm right, because I don't watch the news. I know a little bit about his story. I know you will notice that we're in the one. I can't remember his name. I think he ran with Sarah Palin a few years back. Apologies for the mouse noises. That's what happens when I think. Nine of Wands. And since the person who made this deck is definitely not a Republican lover, she may mean that one. I mean, the Nine of Wands is a heavy card usually, but I mean, we have the eagle, we have the pride, we have the soldiers that he was, we have the stone. What's his name? She doesn't give the name. This card appears when you may be struggling and facing opposition. The challenges are exhausting, but if you have confidence, you will overcome. This card can also represent someone who has strong principles, resolve, and determination to keep trying no matter the personal cost. Negative meaning would be feeling abandoned and losing the will to try. What's his name? I can't remember his name right now, and I'm pretty sure that's him. He never lost the will to try. I think he was a prisoner of war. So you're talking about strong-willed person. So I feel like what you are going to think about this person is how truly strong-willed they are, how strong-willed, that's really the only thing that comes to mind, but how there is a certain pride of them too. But there is pride in his casual way of standing. This person could also, you could be thinking that they've come a long way. We are not talking upon meeting them. You may also be thinking that they are too old for you. That they were quite good looking when they were younger, or that they do look old. Maybe they're not that old. It's possible that you think that they have or notice that they have some kind of a body you know, shoot, I can't remember his name. He had issue. He could not put his arm up all the way. So maybe he's going to have some kind of physical challenge. He or she, and we have a divine masculine drawn on this picture. But with the eagle, you may be thinking that he's patriotic. But I love his casual way on this picture. That is a hard worker also. He could be, you may think that he is a proud father, and I guess he could be. I noticed this is also one because he's carrying a lot. And you may just think, like the card tells you, that he is a very overwhelmed person, but that his work through his struggle with an amazing way about him. Okay, that's what I'm getting out of this card. 7. How will you know this person is your soulmate? So we are going to consider the card, the symbol, the numbers, the colors, the messages, anything this card could get us. So s'il vous plaît, no guide. How will I be know that this person is a soulmate? A lot of the left here. Notice how this Two of Swords doesn't have her eyes covered. Notice that she's a feminine. Most of the time she is anyways. I have to fix my card, sorry. How will you know that this person is your soulmate? First of all, I think you will know that this person is your soulmate because it's gonna make you feel like you don't know how to react with this person. It's gonna make you feel indecisive. It's gonna make you feel like you don't even want to talk to them, maybe. It's gonna make you feel and think about war, just because we have the 2 swords and the 2 types of guns. So it's possible that this person is in some government. I feel like this person is probably... We have the military with... What's his name? Oh! John something? I keep thinking Palin. I remember her name, but not him. I know Crystal is going to be texting me. If you could just put it in the comments instead. Please. I can't remember his name. There is a strong military coming out. I know this is the United States of Tarot that I'm using. So obviously there is going to be military stuff, I'm guessing, in there because we are going through history. But this doesn't come in the first cards. And we have the shuttle, which makes me think of the Air Force. We have him, which makes me think of, I think it was a Navy with the other Marines, with the, I believe, with this thing. And we have swords and guns and like older guns. So I'm really thinking this person is in the military corps. Okay, and if it's not the military, it could be like a police officer, you know, even if it's like a police chief or some kind of government agent. Okay, so that to me is the first clue. And this person is really going to make you feel like, no, talk to the hand. You make me feel uncomfortable. I cannot decide. You are going to be like, I mean, look at her. She's crossing. She's got but the funny thing, like I said, is her eyes are not covered, okay? So you are going to know. You are going to feel it. You are going to feel like you don't want to talk to them because you'll know, okay? But because she's crossed, she has her arms crossed, the swords are crossed, the legs are crossed, the guns are crossed. With the people at the bottom. So there is the Constitution also at the bottom of her feet. So again, government agent. And look at how we had the sun and fire in all the cards. And with this, we have twilight, or I feel like a sunset. So very possible that you will realize this also when you are going to meet this person, or realize that this person is your soulmate as the sun setting down at you know, like right in the middle of this event, or towards the end of this event if the event was in the afternoon. Or maybe you guys will be having a drink and it will just hit you, oh my god, is it my soulmate? But you'll know, and you obviously are going to be afraid and don't want to deal with this. But I feel like you have a lot of details here with this already, that your fear and your knowledge. And again, you will notice we are close to the water. So, and she's sitting on a piece of wood, and there is like a porch. So the element of ocean or water is very strong. The military element is very strong. You have the evening here. I like her dress. She's got a very pretty dress. Maybe this will be like a cocktail something at this event. But you definitely will not want to accept it. This is very it's funny how the message is so clear. How can you better understand the law of attraction? That's a rough question. How can you better understand the law of the law of attraction? S'il vous plaît, nos anges, nos guides. Funny. Funny because this is a high priestess, so that means more studying. And forward into light. Okay, so let me read you about her, because there is something interesting about this character. And I will look at the bottom of the deck after. Nice. The High Priestess is described by somebody very specific. Obviously, because this whole deck has specific characters. And I don't remember, but there is something very... Vote for women. There you go. She's a woman advocate. This character. There is, okay, so she's the picture of the High Priestess, but she's got the star, which talks to me about hope. We have the moonlight, the moon, which again makes me think of how you will know that this is a person, because she's described as a night element. Vote for women. Okay, let me read you about her. This card represents an intuitive. So how can you better understand the law of attraction? Listen to your intuition. Intuitive, insightful woman who often has an air of mystery. She is strong with a spiritual quality and sometimes behaves unconventionally. The High Priestess could represent you or something funny. Or someone close to you that meets this description. We're definitely talking about you. Her message is to follow your intuition and hunches and embrace your feminine power. How could that answer could not be any clearer? How can you better understand the law of attraction? Follow your intuition, follow your guidance, let go, listen to your guides, listen to your angels, look at the messages that the universe wants to show you. And I like how it's telling you forward into light. Vote for women. So bring your divine feminine. If you are a woman, if you are a male listening to this, obviously we're asking you to tap into your divine feminine, which is your intuition. Okay, women are said to have a bigger intuition than men, but I know many men who are capable of a lot of seeing and understanding and feeling and listening to the gut. So do that if you are a divine masculine being. And if you are a woman, then tap into that very deep, just not deeply, because you already have it. Just look for it. Remember to bring out that child, your inner child, that notion, and remember to connect with the universe. Just be ready, like the fool, to just accept it. Okay, that's how you'll you'll understand the law of attraction more, because obviously you already have a feeling about what it is. You already have a feeling. This all tells me how you know already a lot about that. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Prince of Pentacles. What could that tell us? We were doing manifesting your soulmate. He doesn't look like... he looks like a tight one, that one with his coin in his hand. Let's see who it is. The Prince of Pentacles. To me, that's just like an extra message that you may need. Like maybe he's someone who's going to be inherit something. This card represents a young man who is practical, reliable, and down to earth. The dark side of this card projects someone who is greedy, unethical, and materialistic. Oh, it's Donald Trump Jr. I told you she wasn't very Republican. He's the face of this prince. He is President Trump's son, a wealthy businessman who works managing his father's businesses, and he's also active in his father's blah, 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 blah. He has, okay, so I don't want to get into all the bad stuff that he's done. I want to focus on the practical and reliable side of him, and how I was talking about that with these two brothers over here. So I feel like this is his energy that this card is giving us and reminding us. And behind we have the Princess of Pentacles. So to me that's a nice, I'm not thinking brothers and sisters, I'm thinking of yeah, there's probably Ivanka on the picture here. I'm thinking of what you two could, what you and your soulmate are capable of doing together, if you just allow him to come in your life. That is a very attractive, a very exciting reading. I feel like it's all in your hand, okay? So you know how to manifest for your soulmate. You've been given a lot of details about who that soulmate may be. So let's see what extra. I'm going to use the Oracle of the Tea Leaves and see if we can get something. Oh, what's this one? The Dragon. Beware of self-delusion. That just, I read it, it was upside down already. Ok, s'il vous plaît, nos anges, une extra message for little bees. S'il vous plaît. Oh, look at that diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. I like that. Because it talks about receiving and giving. But that also tells me about the potential outcome of that meeting with your soulmate over here. Let me see. Let me get a purple card. I think the purple card has a timeline thing. July. So, July, we are in, notice again the waves, the sun, the water. We are in November, beginning of November, décembre, janvier, février, mars, avril, mai, merde. Novembre, décembre, janvier, février, mars, avril, mai, juin, juillet. So that's 9 months from now. With that timeline. So, with July, two things. It's 9 months away from today. So add 9 months away from now, or the number 9. Okay. So that could be 9 hours, 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 months. With July, I'm also thinking with the number 7. So again, 7 days, blah, blah, blah. You have a temporality here. I'm also thinking of the energies of Cancer, or even Leo, but more Cancer for some reason, even though there is the Leo with the sun. So the number or the time could give you an idea. That's why I want to add the numbers, because if you listen to this in July, for example, add 7 to 9 months to when you may meet this person. Or, like I said, 7 to 9 days or 7 to 9 weeks. But up, I want to say up to 7 9 months. Okay, that would be the max. So prepare yourself for this awesome stuff to happen. Do we want to, how long has this been? An hour? I'm not going to go into, I want to though. Let's see. Maybe we'll make it fast. Okay, s'il vous plaît. Nos anges nous guident, Sacred Rebel Oracle. And I will try, just, let's just give us an extra message, s'il vous plaît. Concerning this. What was it? Receiving again. Receiving and seeing the true you. Okay, so I'm going to take these two because they do connect with this thing. We were talking about the truth at the beginning of the reading. So, and I was telling you with the child, let your true self come out. And receiving is when you manifest, be willing to let that energy, the divine energy, come to you, listen to your intuition, and be ready to receive this diamond. Exciting. Okay, I'm glad I could make it like quickly because I was afraid to start going into something that would take forever. And I was tired at the beginning of the reading. I may be tired, but I'm super excited for you. This is a lovely, lovely reading. S'il vous plaît, Maman Marie, un message for little bees. Okay, fine. I will take this first one. The Rose Crown. We had her the other day. There is the celebration I'm feeling with the Rose Crown. Our Sweet Lady of Rest, which talks to me about purity with this one, but also still some time for healing. Although you may judge yourself for not having done enough, Mother Mary knows the struggle you have been enduring. Even the earth requires rest in order to replenish and continue her great work. I will have you notice when I'm reading this is in November. We are in the fall. Halfway through because we just had Halloween. So we're getting ready for the earth to start its rest of the winter. So interesting timing yet again. Suspend your activity and any self-judgment and let go. We talked about that at the beginning of the reading. In rest, miracles take root, ready to blossom at the best moment. Trust yourself and divine timing, and be good to yourself. I'm truly excited with this reading. It's beautiful. Allez, I'll give you a healing angel card. We had a lot of cards. It's usually not recommended to have too many cards because this reading was, but I feel like doing it here. Let's see. Heart song. Heart song. Why can't I say that word correctly? Heart song. What is your heart saying? Stop and listen. That is taking you back to trusting and listening here, and listening to your intuition. Your truth, we're talking about truth again, lies within the empty spaces between your thoughts. Your truth shines like the sun through from within your soul. Your truth is that which is eternal and unchanging. Your truth is love. Beautiful. What do we have at the bottom? Precious gift. Precious gift. Friendship, family, and love are precious gifts. Do not lose sight of what is most important. That may help you with your, like, reopening your heart. And thank you. That was take a walk. Spend time being thankful for little wonders all around you. I'm thankful for this message. This was truly exciting. Please, again, I know I don't ask very often, but lately I feel like I have because I've done longer readings maybe. Do let me know. I mean, I don't ask anything out of you, my little bees, or the passers-by, but please do let me know. It just would make me so happy to know that that meant something for some of you, and that you got that diamond at the end of the story. This is a very exciting story. This is beautiful. So I wish you all of that. I'm sending you all the best. I'm sending you love. I wish you love, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Bye bye.